EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Houston Texans. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Watson. Johnson's got it complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw is Watson, buying time to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the twist.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
41 Mike. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 29 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20.
Watson. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Antoine Woods able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They're going for it. It's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's what you got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Elliott, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check. Cross. Go. Get out there.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
55. Check. 55. Mike. All day, just like that. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Sweat today.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
You better bring. I'm letting you go. Going to 53. Slam.
Throwing, Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Powerful running.
Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here's Watson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes. We'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 44 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Going deep for Hopkins. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 3rd and long. It's Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Kill. 27.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety 47. Safety's creeping. 46.
Play action now. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Elliott. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Here we go again.
Prescott to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 20, 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They go to Elliott again. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. Hard throw. Incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know If they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's got it at the 15. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he's got it. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Punching it in from a yard away. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Get him! Get him! Get him! SOS! SOS! Gun! SOS! SOS!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide. Under. Move. Hey, check right. Watch 55. All day, every day, any day.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, and it's second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. Well, they took a shot there and tried to get it downfield, fourth quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted, but good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
Now Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Christian Covington picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. They'll run it with Johnson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there. Down to lose one. Showing up. Shoot! Hey, 31!
They will indeed snap it to Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll find Akins there, complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Watson steps away to his left. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Watson. This is caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Caught by Cobb. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A very solid gain of 27.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And he got it. The kick is is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.